How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to take out the stock air filter box and put on a eBay purchased warm air intake filter. And that's what it looks like. Just got it in the mail yesterday, so we'll see how it looks. Alright, this is the first time I'm doing this, so going straight off what the paperwork says. So we're gonna go read it step by step. Alright, so we're gonna make sure the engine's cool. Car's been sitting all night. I'm gonna open the hood, obviously, and the factory box is just right here. We're gonna release the metal clippings. There should be two, one on each side, one here and one here. Release the clips, lift the cover, and remove the factory air filter, which is right here. So just put it off to the side. Okay, next step. We're going to trace intake across the engine compartment and locate the plastic molding holding the plastic to the engine. We're going to trace the intake back to the point to let the airflow into the engine, which is this thing right here. We're going to take the flathead, which I already did, just to speed up the process. Alright, and then we're going to loosen the hose. So basically, once you use your flathead, pry this open, pull it straight out, and there you go right there. Alright. Alright, next step is to remove the whole box and tubings. So we're going to remove the box. This one box has one hose attached to the left side of it. You can use your screwdriver, just loosen it just a little bit. That comes off. And the whole box comes off. Alright. Normally, most owners will have this piece they have to work on removing. Just pull it straight out. Also here, just pull it straight out. And then you got the hoses. Use your screw and just loosen the hoses. Just like that. And there you go. So basically what you'll have now is just emptiness. Okay, got the tube right here, that's gone, and the sensor's right here. You notice in the sensor it's got that attachment to it, if you can see it right there. So just be careful not breaking that. Alright, now it's time for the intake. You're going to get the tube, put the hose together, put it in there, put your clamps in. Don't put it real tight now, just put it in, so because you need to make adjustments still, okay? Insert it. There's the tube right there, the hole. Get that. You're gonna tighten it. Not too tight yet. Make your adjustments. Okay, I found out the hard way that if you try to put the sensor in the tubing, the rubber piece that came with the tubing keeps coming off. So I found out that I use a damp cloth. Just lubricate it just a little bit and shoved it in there, ever so slightly, of course. So you got that part done. Take this out because you're going to take off the hose right here, okay? And we're going to replace it with this one. So you got the hose taken off. toss it, keep it for later, for spare. Put the other tube in. It looks like that one's going to give me a problem, so I'm going to have to lubricate it. Okay. Also want to let you know, when I say lubricate, I don't mean like Vaseline or anything like that. For this instance, I really didn't have to lubricate it. I just had to feed it in the tube. Make sure it's in there as far as you could get it, because if not, it's going to come right off. Alright? Then you're going to feed it through here. Boom. There you go. But just make sure when you do put everything in, it's not the way of any kind of moving parts. So right here is probably the best, away from heat. Alright, my next step is putting the actual air filter. Throughout this video you could probably do your own different steps. You don't have to follow exactly the way I do mine. Best thing to do is also buy one of these K&N air filter oil. You can spray it around so it could collect the dust. And when you do spray it, follow the directions, because he's going to want you to let it sit for a little bit. About 10 minutes, okay? Alright, when you put the air filter, make sure it's not obstructing anything. Make sure it's not hitting the battery. You're going to tighten it. So as you're watching this, you know, you're probably asking me, why am I putting the air filter and not keeping the stock on a PT Cruiser? One of the main things is, this is my wife's car, and in order to get to Las Vegas we have to go over the hill, so the horsepower in these things, if you have one, obviously is not very good. Well, there's the finished product of it. As you can see, the airbox tube, I had to manipulate it, just kind of having it set, holding up. Everything's good to go. Now we're gonna start it up. Well, there you have it. Hopefully this helps a lot of people out with PT Cruisers. Sorry the video is not as good. It's my first time doing this. So once again, thank you for watching this video.